Welcome back to Cask 529, everyone. I'm Brian.
And I'm Shauna.
And we're back with What's in the Glen Wednesday. All right, everybody. We're going to get us the next sample. Shauna, you ready?
I am. It's Wednesday.
One of these days, I think you ought to pick the sample.
I do every now and then. And well,
Sample
it's so much
20.
better when you do. It's coming to us from the Rye guy, Charles. A little bit lighter. At least it looks lighter in the bottle there.
It does.
Happy Wednesday, everyone.
Happy Wednesday.
Brian's having trouble with the little top
Sample
popping out.
bottle's getting the best of me tonight.
Gulp, 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 gulp.
Talk about light.
Thank you,
We're
sir.
just going to go ahead and do it up.
Oh, we're going to do it all. Okay.
Why not? As Ellie would say, why not?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Getting a little bit of caramel. A little bit of sweet.
Yeah, definitely picking up the sweetness. I'm getting a nice little yeast note on the nose. It's a real mild nose, but definitely the sweetness, a little bit of a rye spice type note. That yeasty note, I really enjoy that yeasty note. So.
Yeah, but like you said, very mild.
Yeah, very mild.
Very, very mild.
Okay.
Hold on a minute.
Need a sip.
I gotta get ready. I gotta get right.
As it enters your palate, it's really kind of light. However, a lot of sweetness on as it enters quickly turns into a nice spicy, a lingering spiciness.
Yeah, not too much, not too little.
No.
It's really pleasant. The whole experience is.
Yeah, it's thin. I'm not going to lie about that. It's very thin. However, that nice light, sweet note on the beginning that turned into that spicy note that's still lingering. I don't think it's very pruthy. I think it's more the spice that's causing it to have a little bit of a tingle.
I'm guessing that we're probably 93, 94.
Yeah, I'd say in the 90s. Yeah.
And it does give you a thin mouthfeel, but it does generate some nice legs actually on the glass, which is kind of doesn't match the mouthfeel, but
No. Nice caramel notes, nice vanilla notes. I love the spiciness coming off of it. It's like a black pepper, like a strong black pepper. A hint of ginger on it as well. I really like it. Clearing out your sinuses.
you know, that's what I was noticing is it's not like my nose is running, but I've got that cool.
Yeah, the menthol type.
Yeah, that menthol coolness going through my.
Yeah, I mean, that black pepper note to me may be more of a menthol note to someone else. Definitely heavy on the black pepper, but as it finishes and it's still there, I can almost get like a minty.
Yeah.
Minty.
Yeah, on the very, very end of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a surprise. As we've talked about before, we know you can't base it on color, but your mindset is when you see something that light, you're really going to be disappointed. But that's not the case. It's really, really nice.
It is. On that taste, the same notes. However, I got a nice oak note throughout. Some chars coming through, but the oak really, it was the first sip that I really got oak on it, and it was a nice solid oak note. I like it. I definitely would, will finish this and would not turn up my nose to that.
I really don't get the oak. And I hadn't even thought about it because I wasn't noticing it until I heard you mention it. I don't really get the oak.
I'm also on the finish. I find it funny that spice note takes over your palate at the end. However, the longer it lasts, I'm getting more of a pine needle note on the end as well. It's changing. Every sip has changed so far.
Yeah, and I could see that. I could see the pine.
Mm-hmm.
I could see the pine in there with that mint kind of mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. It's unique in that it does change every sip a little bit.
Overall, I like it. I have my score whenever you're ready to give it a score. He's thinking.
I'm gonna give it a 79.
That's a really nice score. I was going with 72.
Yeah, I like the flavors of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm disappointed. You like to see that nice dark rich color that we don't have. It does have a thin mouthfeel. Mouthfeel. Those two things would have put it over 80 for me.
Yeah.
But the flavor, I like the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably a little bit high because I think it is a lower proof. But I'm going to stick with my number.
Yeah. I'm sticking with a 72 as well. 72 is a solid number for me. It really, truly is. I like it, but I've had a lot better ones that, you know.
Yeah.
So this is a Quarter Horse Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. Distilled and bottled by Owensboro Distilling Company in Owensboro, Kentucky. It's a 90 proof. Yep. So it definitely was the spice on it that was giving it that little bit of a bite. So a thoroughbred Kentucky rye whiskey for rye lovers, made from 95% rye and aged in new oak barrels. This rye whiskey is an explosion of spice and pepper, definitely. On the forward, sorry about Rex.
Rex has to come down and make every bit of noise he possibly can.
Yep. So this is issued the 10th distillery license, opened its doors as Green River Distillery in 1885. So it must be part of the Quarter Horse Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey must be part of that Green River Distillery legacy from 1885. But anyways, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, 72 is a solid score.
Yeah. It's
for a 90 proof.
It's a great 90 proof pour.
It'll shock you only being 90 proof because of that pepper spice note on it. I was with Brian and I figured it was in the 90s, but I was pushing more like 98 and stuff. So for it to be a 90 proof, I'm really shocked.
Yeah, it's a really nice 90 proof pour.
Yeah, definitely.
So, thanks, Charles, for setting us up with that one.
Thank you.
If you guys would please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, drop us a comment, and let us know if you've had this and what you thought of it. And I think for now, that's all we have.
It is.
So, until next time, be safe, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.